Lindsay, and I just quickly wanted to show you guys how I do quinoa. I prefer to use the pre-washed quinoa. If you don't get the pre-washed, you really have to rinse it because it's bitter. So there are other brands. I just probably had a coupon or something for this one. I don't remember. So to start your quinoa in a dry nonstick pan over medium heat, and we're just gonna toast it. So just keep stirring it around until it's toasted. If you have to rinse your quinoa first, it doesn't brown as well, I don't think, but you know, you can still do this part. You can skip this part. This is just for a little extra flavor. So I'm gonna turn it up a little. I had it on low. I'm cooking a big batch of it because I can leave it in the fridge and put it on salads or even freeze it and use it in other things like soups, and when I make pot pie or stuffed peppers or anything like that, I can put it in that, sneak it in. So you'll see it's starting to turn a little bit darker. I don't know if you can actually see that on the camera. You basically are just using 1 part quinoa to 2 parts liquid. So this was the whole box, and it was 1 2/3 cups of quinoa. So I'm going to be using 3 1/3 cups of liquid to cook this. So once you can smell the quinoa cooking, roasting, it's done. You don't want to burn it. So I'm going to turn it off and move it over to the other pan. You can make your quinoa on the stove. Just follow the directions on the package. I am making a big mess. As usual, I have this terrible habit of forgetting it's on the stove. So I like to do it in my rice cooker. My rice cooker is an old one. It's a cheap one. But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not buying a new one until this one breaks. It's the one you just have the pan, pour the stuff in it, push the little button down, and when it pops up, your rice is done. Simple and easy. Or in this case, quinoa. Here's where you need to get creative. Quinoa doesn't have much of a flavor on its own. So I'm adding some black pepper, some garlic. It's about a tablespoon for that cup and a, yeah, 1 2/3 cup of quinoa. This is 2 tablespoons of grated onion. I just used my box grater and grated it up because I don't want, you know, big hunks of onion in mine. It doesn't bother some people in our family, but I'm not a huge fan. And then I have chicken stock. You can use vegetable stock, you can use beef stock, you know, depending what you're making, tailor it to that. So I'm going to give this a stir, stick it in my rice cooker, and it'll be done in about half an hour. And here you have it all done. Give it a little stir and plate it up. It's delicious. And you can give it a taste and check for seasonings. You can always add more now. And this really does keep well in the fridge or the freezer. So you can add it, sneak it into soups and anything really, casseroles in place of rice, or half and half with rice. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, please. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Lee'sHome05. Thanks. Bye.